Welcome to Reach Out, the program that highlights the amazing work carried out by local nonprofits, the wonderful people who lead these organizations, and the committed volunteers who give of themselves but wind up receiving even more. I'm Bernadette Wagner, Co-Director Volunteer Washington County. Today I'm pleased to welcome Shelly Miller, Volunteer Coordinator, and Donahue-Hovey, First Vice President of the Maryland International Film Festival. Shelly and Tracey will be telling us about the film festival, the titles of the movies, the theaters in which they will be shown, and the times. And of course, what we all want to know, how we can purchase tickets for this exciting 3-day film extravaganza. In addition, I hope they will tell us about volunteer opportunities and how we can support this artistic and culture event. Welcome, Shelly. Welcome, Tracey. How are you today?
Good,
fine,
very good.
thanks.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about the film festival, how it got started. Maybe we could start with you, Tracey, and a little bit of the history and where we're going with it.
Yeah, I started the film festival a couple years ago, and I originally connected with a few of the premier people in Hagerstown to put this together, and we hosted the first festival out of Leitersburg Cinema and the Maryland Theater. And this year we're all downtown, and we're really excited about it. We're going to be at the Maryland Theater, we're going to be at the Bridge of Life and the Academy Theater. The first year we were able to get Joe Carnahan, the director of the A-Team and NARC, and he had a fabulous movie called The Gray that came out with Liam Neeson, and he came out and he did a Q&A. And this year he is part of our team, and he is the creative director of the film festival. So we're very excited to have his name and his vision attached.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit, Shelly, about the volunteer opportunities that would be available to help support this event.
Sure. The film festival is actually 3 days long, but at the red carpet event at the Maryland Theater on Thursday, April 11th, we won't need volunteers that night, as the Maryland Theater uses their own volunteers.
Okay.
But on Friday, we'll have films running simultaneously at the Bridge of Life and the Academy Theater. Films start at 10 a.m., 10 to 12. Will be student films and the high school competition, which is pretty exciting. Then from noon to 6, the films will be running simultaneously at Bridge of Life and the Academy Theater. And from 7:30 to 9:30, there's also a film at the Academy Theater.
And what do you need the volunteers to do during those times?
We need volunteers to sell tickets, collect tickets, sell concessions, sell t-shirts, and to man our information desk.
Okay, that sounds great. Tracey, can you tell us how the films were selected and how what the process is to choose a film for the festival?
Yeah, we have a group of board members and associates who screen all the films. We had over 200 films submitted to the festival, so we have a rubric that we use. We go through each film and give it a 1 to 10 kind of judging parameter, add up all the points, and then the top point getters are the ones that get in. And it's a stiff competition. We have fantastic films. I mean, they are from all over the world. We have films from Cannes, and from all the major festivals that have already gotten into the major festivals are here screening at our festival, so we're very excited about it.
How many different categories do you have?
We have student category and animation, short film, feature film, and documentary films. And they're filmmakers age from teenagers all the way to 40, 50 years old, still making films. But there's generally a younger demographic that are going through the festival circuit. But we have some fantastic stuff. We're excited about it.
And could you, maybe Shelly, you can tell us a little bit, how would somebody buy a ticket? Do you have to buy a ticket for the whole festival, or can you just buy a ticket for particular shows?
Both.
Okay.
You can buy a festival pass, or you can buy a ticket for just a block of films.
And where would people purchase these tickets?
They're available online at marylandiff.com.
Okay.
And the volunteer opportunities, there's also a link there if someone wants to volunteer. Then I'll get that information and contact them. And you can also buy tickets at the venues. So
Okay.
at the Bridge of Life and the Academy Theater, or Thursday night, the Maryland Theater.
And I believe you've put this information on the Volunteer Washington County website too, so that's something that people can check out as well.
Yes, and we are still updating it.
Okay.
So be patient with us,
Okay.
but we will return any emails.
Okay. Tracey, can you tell us what the films are, or is that a surprise?
We have already given the list of officially selected films. There's 50 from 11 countries. I can't go through all the names, but we have some wonderful features. Thursday night, of course, is Tony Mendez, the Oscar-winning film Argo. And we're very excited to have him, and he'll be doing a Q&A after the film. So the audience will be able to ask any kind of question that they want regarding the film or his real life story. And we have the Vice President from PBS coming out to host that Q&A. And then on Friday, we are highlighting some local filmmakers. We have a film called Lion and a film called Awake that they're filmmakers right here from Hagerstown, and they did some fantastic films. We're real excited about them. And a film called 20 Million People. It's a romantic comedy. That will be Friday night as well. And then on Saturday night, we have a film called The Story of Luke. It's a fabulous story. It made me cry. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing your story with us. I'd like to thank Shelly and Tracey for joining me today, and thank you, our viewing audience, for watching. Beverly Sills once said, "Art is the signature of civilization." I'd like to thank all of those who work behind the scenes to enrich the artistic life of our community and who have spent countless hours to bring this film festival, an important art form, to Washington County. If you want to learn more about the Maryland International Film Festival or how to volunteer, visit volunteerwashingtoncounty.org or marylandiff.com. I'm Bernadette Wagner. Thank you for joining me. See you at the movies.